Good morning. Miss Burt and I are back again, and we're going to be modeling for you, how to take your text connections paper and use that in your discussion with your group. So we're going to be starting with text to self.
Okay. With text to self connections, you're essentially taking a character or a conflict from the text and you're connecting it to your life. So we're going to use the book, The Three Little Wolves and the Big Bad Pig, to talk about our conflicts or our character connections. So I would like to connect to the third little wolf, because the third little wolf was the diligent one. And in my household, I'm the diligent one that does everything I can to prepare and plan so that life is just simple and easy. All chores are done, food is cooked, I prepare. Although it's not the text to world connection yet, I just have to put it in there. It's a little dig for my daughters. They're like the first two little wolves that don't prepare and don't listen, and so they suffer the consequences. Had to say that. Okay, so now we're going to take a look at the text to world connection.
And I have to say that my cats are like the two lazy pigs too. They don't prepare at all. It's very annoying. Okay, so for the text to world connection, I'm going to compare the big bad pig to one of our politicians who acts like the big bad pig and kind of tries to bully his way through to get what he wants, whereas we have a politician currently who is trying to bully our Congress into doing certain things that they know aren't right, and in his heart of hearts he probably knows is not right, and yet he continues to do it anyway. So we can see how pigs bully and people bully.
That is so very true. Finally, we're going to make a connection from the little wolves and the big bad pig to I think I'm going to move to a short story that I read a while ago, and it's called To Build a Fire. And in the storybook, the little wolves didn't listen to advice. They kind of did things their own way. And then to build a fire, the main character was warned by several people not to venture out into the cold alone because it was too dangerous. Of course, he did anyway. And so at the very end, yeah, exactly. At the very end, this this man ends up freezing out in the cold, just like the big bad pig falls into a cauldron and is boiled.
Yummy.
As
pork.
A consequence. Yeah.
I'm just saying. Pork, the other white meat.
See?
Okay, my text-to-text connection is with the book I'm currently reading that I spoke about in class yesterday, Took, by Mary Downing Hahn. And the protagonist, Daniel, his little sister gets took, and he doesn't listen to anybody. But it turns out, I don't know how it turns out yet, but he finds himself in a bit of a pickle, just like the wolves do, because they don't listen and prepare.
So just as a reminder, the purpose of making text to connections is so that you are more analytically thinking about what's happening in the story and how it applies to real life, because you're supposed to reflect on the theme, how those conflicts and those character decisions could play out in real life. It helps you to become more responsible and more of a critical thinker when it comes to problem solving and actions and reactions. So when you move to have the discussion, you'll notice that we took about 45 seconds or a little bit less in order to share our ideas. When you move around in your groups, you want to do the same. You can have a role for anybody in your group to be the timekeeper so that they set an alert that basically gives you not more than a minute excuse me, to share ideas. So now you are ready to start your first discussion in your literacy circle. I know you are going to rock it out. Good luck.
Yay! Happy talking!